Hi, I'm Dennis Hudson at orangequant.com with an update on my trade status for this week. Right now it's Saturday, March 27th, 2010 in the wee hours of the morning. And my friend Guido, the market enforcer, is here with us. So why don't you say hi to the folks? Thanks, Guido. Okay, I have a bit of a dilemma right now. Not really a dilemma for me, but I think looking in on this trade, I did have a dilemma earlier, and as you look at it, you might think there's still a dilemma, but I'm still in the trade that I described earlier in the week. And as you know, while I'm waiting for the SPY to top out, I'm not just sitting idly by before I jump in there. I have been trading at this in this contest with paper money, trying to make some money in the contest at a place called wallstreetsurvivor.com. And basically I'm waiting for the 31st of March to see where we stand. That would be the end of Q1, and I need to see where the SPY stands at that point. And here is what was earlier for me today a dilemma. You remember that I called for Friday, that was yesterday now. I called for Friday to be, oops, I didn't mean to draw that, for Friday to be an inflection day, and as you can see, it indeed is an inflection, but it's the wrong kind of inflection for what I want to do. Maybe, and maybe not. In other words, I could not find an inflection on the Thursday, and Friday was the soonest inflection. So either I had it wrong and I should have marked Thursday as the inflection and it's going to continue down, or it's a whipsaw. Okay, and that's the dangerous part. If it's a whipsaw inflection, then Monday it's going to be back up. It'll have a higher high and a higher low Monday than it had today on Friday. So therein was the problem. I have decided, since I could not find any intervening inflections, that my drawings were just off a little bit, and I had picked up Friday instead of Thursday. So I stayed in the trade, to make a long story short. And by the way, what we're looking at here is the S&P 500, the SPX or SPIX, SPX as I call it. Not actually the SPY, but they're so similar it's just pointless to switch charts. Anyway, on that theory, I have stayed in the trade and or trades. I'm in Hartford Insurance Group and SPY, both of them short and both with puts. So I stayed in. Here's where I stand right now on these trades. This, you can see I have a 500 500 shares of Hartford and 100 shares of the SPY ETF. And on puts I have 5 SPY puts and 50 Hartford puts. And let me move this over so that you can see my current condition. It has, I don't think it's changed much from yesterday, but like I said, I don't worry that much about these trades once I get into them. So I'm down a bit on the SPY and the Hartford stocks, but it wouldn't take much to make me very, very green on those. And I'm down a little bit on the SPY puts, less than you might have expected. And as the Hartford puts down 32%, that's normal in options trading. Also, something which influenced my decision to stay in today, in a minor way, was the problem over in the Far East in Korea. There, you may not have heard about it. In fact, because it seems that Yahoo Finance didn't even pick up the story. I kept checking all day. Some South Korean ship was sunk. So I'm thinking this stuff has got to really hit the news this weekend more heavily and a South Korean naval vessel. And I think that could make the market nervous briefly on Monday. So I expect this is going to make me very green. Not the sinking of the ship, but I mean the movement in the market. Because that was a terrible loss of life. A lot of sailors died in that. So that's where we stand. And sticking to my short guns here, you might say. And notice, if you would please, that I'm not that far apart on what I paid for the trades and where they are right now. If you look at price paid and last price, that's not a terribly big gap on any of them, except those Hartford puts down there. But again, that's very normal in options trading. You get a lot of volatility in your spread. I mean, in your quote, bid and ask. I mean, in a lot of spread in your price. Anyway, stay with me on this. You may think that because this is just a contest thing I'm doing, that there's no stress on me about it. But I have two stressors. One is the contest itself, where I'm trying to win the prize or prizes in that contest. The other stressor is that I'm laying this out in public view, and as you know, I offer the FLIR 2. All this is based on the tools in FLIR 2. So when it goes wrong, people look at it and say, well, does he really know what he's doing? So I've got stressors here, and I am very accustomed to trading real money. Anybody will tell you that knows me. Anyhow, so it gives me comfort. FLIR gives me comfort, and I can rest easily on this. All right. You all have a great weekend, and good luck trading this coming week. I'm Dennis Hudson at orangequant.com. Guido, if you want to say goodbye to the folks, you will. Okay, and bye to you too, Guido.